And so we begin. Spine nice and long. Let your sit bones root down. Let your spine open and rise up. Let the crown of your head get a little taller. Your roots dig a little deeper. Your spine, this beautiful cosmic connection, these spirals of light that connect each of us, that tether each of us to the deep ground and roots beneath us and the expansive branches and spacious sky and stars above us. Both have their own quality of the unknown and the known. Sinking our feet into the earth, extending into the stars, and knowing there are always multiple possibilities and opportunities. And all of that meets, energy meets in the heart. Where balance of opposites, the balance of opposite connects. That we seek to find balance and harmony within ourselves. Getting to find your breath, that deep, deep rhythm that connects us to the pulse and weaves the fabric of our life. Soften the inside of your mouth. And take a breath or two to notice what you're landing with this morning. You've had a couple of moments to make some connections, to feel into the experience of how you're feeling and what you're noticing this moment. If you have an intention that you would like to set for your practice this morning, go ahead. And then moving into your Ujjayi breath, the breath that will weave and connect and thread one asana, one moment to the next. Gently restricting the muscles through the back of the throat, narrowing the passageway of the throat so that we begin to hear the ha sound of the breath, almost like you're fogging up a mirror. We notice the feel of that breath, gently vibrating the vagal nerve, the vagus nerve, increasing our vagal tone. Another avenue to build resilience and well-being within. We'll begin our movement practice with earth and sky, as we always do. 3 times, movement and breath, connecting intention above and below and within. On your inhale, palms open, arms come up. Palms together at the top, Anjali Mudra. Exhale to the heart. In breath coming up. Palms open and exhale coming down. Movement and breath sinking up 2 more times. When you're done, letting your hands rest comfortably on your thighs, keeping your chin tucked down to that little hollow in your collarbone. And slowly begin to let the head get heavy and roll the spine forward. Waking up the back body, breathing into the back body. Stretching, excuse me, each arm one at a time, out, lengthening each side individually. And begin to follow how the breath moves the torso. You might pull the spine back a little bit and then let it press forward. It might rock a little bit from side to side or circle. Good. And then back up a little bit so that your elbow, your left elbow and forearm is on the mat. Bring your right hand to the right knee. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, spiraling the belly open towards the right, Look up and over the right shoulder. Stretch your eye muscles. Exhale, squeeze, gently twist the spine. In breath, come on back to neutral. Bring your head down. And again, exhale, spiral. One more time. And exhale. Good. Change sides. Inhale, come down, right elbow and forearm, left hand to the knee. Exhale, spiral left. 3 times. Good. And then begin to roll the spine up. Lengthen the spine, bring the left hand and arm out to the side. Little side stretch, inhale with the right arm up. Curving over, brightening that right rib cage, opening the ascending colon, giving it some space. Inhale through center, change sides. Exhale, make sure you root down that opposite hip in the direction. So that left hip, stretching right, root the left hip. In breath, come up, anchor, right hip and lean left. Open and come back. Good. Coming up, a little twist. Take that right arm across. Exhale, spiral. Inhale, change sides. Inhale through the center. Exhale, just bringing ourselves into warm up connection energy. Inhale through the center. Exhale, spiral left. Inhale and exhale. Good. Lean forward and zigzag your knees. I'm putting both of my feet towards the left. Bring that right hand behind my right hip. Root into the knees. Lift up both sit bones. Lift up that left arm and stretch up and back. Squeeze. Give yourself a little back arch energy. Open. Exhale, let the hips come down and then roll forward a little bit. Drop the crown of the head forward. Keeping your hips connected down, lengthen the spine. One more time. Inhale, arch back. Squeeze your sit bones. Exhale, coming down, coming forward. Drop the head. Good. And then lean forward into your hands and just swing your feet to the opposite direction and sit back. Left hand back behind that left hip. Pull the knees into the floor as you lift the sit bones up and back. Open up that side and exhale, come down, roll the spine forward, drop the head, let that right hip get down. In breath, one more time. taking the spine through a range of movements. Giving ourselves time and energy to assess what we're noticing, how our intention and breath is landing. Good. Roll the spine up. Move your cushion or bolster or pillow to the side and make your way to tabletop. Swaying the body, anchoring the hands, begin to roll the spine all the way around, circling the spine, opening. Letting the breath, the Ujjayi breath, listening to its sound, keep you present with what is. Change direction. Following that inner guidance and flow. And take that into a cow and a cat. And out. One more. Good. Tuck your toes. Next, inhale, pull your hips up into your opening down dog. Rock a little bit back and forth until you find the best opening positions for your hands, for your feet. And then soften the knees, roll forward on your shoulders a little bit. Lift up your heels, pull up and roll through and undulate the spine. And then settle back, brighten the base of your pelvic floor. Pull the shoulders back. And then scissor up that right leg. Bring it up. And then bend at the knee and let the foot drop to the left side and open up the front inside of that right hip. And maybe circle the knee a little bit. And then straighten it again. And then place it down on the outside of the left foot and release the energy and the anchoring of that left foot. Lift the knee, bend the knee a little bit, relax the heel. And you'll notice this stretch happening from the right hand through the right hip, right through to the foot.
Stretch the outside of the hip, feel into it. Maybe look up underneath that right shoulder a little bit. Good. And then take your weight back into that left foot, scissor up, 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 up. Give it a nice opening space. Brighten, widen the pelvic floor. Swing that foot all the way through. Low crescent lunge. Lift the heart. Drop that left knee. Relax the jaw. And then pull the hips back. Lift your right toes up. Fold over, surrendering the heart, the upper body to the lower body. Inhale, come forward, lift the heart. Pull the shoulders back. Exhale one more time, pull back. Lift your toes, flex the foot. Good. Inhale, come forward. And adjust your feet maybe and your knee just a little bit so that you can lift your torso up and take your hands away from the floor so you're not maybe quite as deep into this. Bring your arms up. Squeeze the sides of the body into the midline. Lift up, arch back just a little bit. As you exhale, you're going to open the arms and you're going to spiral right. So your right arm reaches back. So you're twisting across the body. Look back at your thumb, your right thumb. Look back, stretch the eye muscles. Inhale, pull up a little bit. Balance. Exhale, you're going to open left. Look back towards your left hand and thumb. In breath, come up. Good, reach up, reach back. And widen the arms, bring your hands down. Lift that left knee off the floor, plant your hands and scissor up that right leg one more time. And bring it down, down dog. Just the distance, the width. Check in for a moment, side to side, bend each knee, check in, roll. And then come to seated kneeling position for just a moment. Shake out your elbows, shoulders, and wrists. Circle, check in, flange the fingers a little bit, wobble. All right, let's do the left side. Set yourself up. Tuck your toes under. Inhale. Brighten the base of the pelvic floor. Lift it up. Adjust your feet. Adjust your hands as needed. Open, blossom, brighten the base of the pelvic floor. Good. Take your weight into that right foot and scissor up the left. And then bend the left knee and drop the foot to the right. Maybe spiral the body a little bit and look up underneath that left shoulder. Maybe circle the knee a little bit here. Play with this. Straighten it back up. And then we're going to plant it when it comes down to the outside of the right foot and take your weight off the right foot. All the weight is on that left foot now. Look up underneath that left shoulder, that left armpit. Stretch back. Take your weight back to the right foot, scissor up that left. We're going to bring it all the way through. Low lunge, drop that right knee. Lift the heart. Good. Use your blocks at any point here. As you exhale, pull the hips back, lift your left toes up and fold. Surrender the upper body to the lower body. Flex the foot. Pull that left thigh bone back. In breath, come forward. Exhale. Come back. Inhale, come forward. Feel any differences between these sides for a moment before we continue. Good. And then release the hands and pull up just a little bit. It might mean adjusting your stance a little bit. Pull the sides of the body into the midline and squeeze the glutes. Connect everything into the center. Inhale, reach up, find your point of focus. Reach up, good. All right, that point of focus is gonna move. We're gonna spiral. Take a breath in here when you're ready. Exhale, spiral left, right hand comes forward. Look back over your shoulder to the left thumb. Squeeze your sit bones, anchor your belly. In breath, come up. Exhale, open opposite direction. Look back, get stable. Inhale, come up. Reach back. Open your arms. Plant them down. Scissor up that left leg, nice and high. Bring it down, down dog. Drop your knees. Bring your hips back. Lift your torso up. Back arch. Place your hands behind your feet. Lift up the hips. Open, open, open. Squeeze your sit bones. Give your heart and your belly some space. Let them be fluid and mobile. And bring your hips down. Fold forward, pose of a child. You can pillow your head. Soften and relax. Excuse me. Good. Finding the rhythm and flow of the breath. Good. Inhale, roll the spine up. Briefly transition through down dog and then walk your feet forward towards your hand into a forward fold. Pull your thigh bones back, root them back. The crown of your head drop down. Roll the head a little from side to side. Good. Widen your feet so they're at least hip width apart. Get your toes nice and wide. You can lift them up And then press the pads down, soften the knees, anchor the spine into the hips, upward staff. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, eagle dive, come down, eagle arms, right arm underneath the left till your palms come towards each other, knees are bent. Drop your head down towards your thumbs. Keep the knees bent, lift the hands, lift the heart, lift the torso. Look up. Exhale, come down. Release the hands, half pike, inhale. Exhale. Soften the knees, anchor the spine, upward staff, gather the energy. Exhale, do opposite arms, soften the knees, fold over, surrender, bring the left underneath the right, palms towards each other, knees are bent, and your belly and heart is rolling over the thighs. Inhale, lift the heart, lift the head, lift the hands. Look up. Exhale, release the hands, fingers down, half pike. Straighten your legs, pull your thigh bones back, lift the heart. Exhale, soften. All the way up. Inhale, gather. Palms together, Anjali Mudra to the heart. Drawing all that light and breath deep inside. Let it circulate, let it flow, let it move any energy that is stagnant, that gets stuck in our joints, in our muscles, in our energy stream. Release the hand, shake it out. Shake it out. Arms, booty, shoulders. And then open into a straddle. Check in, rock the hips, rock the knees. All right, feet are comfortable width apart. Open your arms, we're gonna fold forward and cross over. Take a breath in. So your left's gonna come across to the right. Bring the hand across as far as it'll go comfortably. Begin to lower the elbow a little bit. And as you do that, that left side will lower and bring the right arm up and spiral. Give it a breath or two here. You can even bend and straighten that right knee a little bit if you want to play with this. Good. And then soften that knee, push off, come up. Left or right across to left, sorry. Bring it across. Adjust and then slowly lower the elbow a little bit. And as you do that, the body spirals and opens to the left. You can bend and straighten that left leg and knee. Give it a breath or two. And push off, come up. Good, palms together. Anchor the belly, pull your inner thighs back, and you're gonna come forward, and you're gonna stop at the horizon. We are building core, we are building inner fire. Drop the breath deep into the belly. Hug the muscles of your legs into the bone. One more breath. Exhale, bring it down. Forward fold. Walk your hands forward like you're doing a wide angle down dog. Pull your hips back as though
There are two straps wrapped around your thighs, and they're gently tugging you back towards the wall behind you, but your arms and fingertips are rooted down in front. And the side body is opening. The back of the spine is opening. Pull the hips back, pull them back. Grab onto an imaginary bar with your fingers. Lengthen, give it a bit of energy. Soften the heart in the center. Outer strength, warm and resilient, strong heart in the center. And release. Slowly pull back, roll the spine up. Open your arms. As you exhale, bring your palms to your heart. Gather deep into the center, where everything is absolutely heart-centered and clear. Where you are bright, you are strong, and you are connected to all living things. Good. All right, release that, roll through your shoulders. Let's start with some words. We're going to start with Goddess Warrior, and then we'll kind of see where it goes from there. So I'm going to start to my right. Okie doke. Angle that back foot. Excuse me, check your stance. So your your hip bones facing forward. When you bend that front knee, the back foot and heel is still on the floor. Hip bones are facing forward, torso and heart is facing forward. So that's how you're telling your distance, your inner alignment. All right, bend the front knee, gather the energy with your arms, starting into your warrior one. Lift the heart. The heart is coming forward in front of the hips a little bit and then curving up, open the throat. Pull the shoulder blades down the rib cage and strongly anchor into that back leg. Press the foot into the floor, the whole bottom of the foot. Let the breath move and undulate this just a little bit. One more if you're still with me. Hug your muscle into the bone. Good. Inhale, come up, straighten the arms. I think I said Goddess Warrior, didn't I? Oh, well, here we go. Bend the elbows, Goddess Warrior. Bend the knee, lift the heart. Coming up. Lean back a little bit, reach your arms up. Exhale, Goddess Warrior, bend the elbows. Keep brightening the heart in the front. One more, inhale. Lean back just a little. Exhale, Goddess Warrior. Fingers, arms bright, palms bright. Inhale, come up. You're going to transition to triangle. Adjust your feet. Pull that right thigh bone back. Brighten your wings and come down. Use your blocks. Start slow and just take each breath and slide down and deeper into this until you meet the edge where your body says that's it for right now. One of the places you're going to notice is when you start to lose the integrity of the strength through the spine, and your right ear starts collapsing into that right shoulder. So if that starts happening, pull back a little bit until you feel that inner alignment reestablishing itself. Brighten. Pull the inner belly up towards the light. Brighten that upper rib cage. Palm turned forward. There you go. Good. And roll the shoulder back, elbow back, bind, 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 bind. And bend into that front knee. Extended side angle pose. Pull the shoulder back, lift the heart space. There you go. Just a little too far extended here. Knee over the ankle. Good. Getting to look back over your shoulder. Press into that back leg. One more breath here. And pull up. Keep connected with that back arm. Sweep up that right arm. And play into your reverse warrior. Good. Good. Inhale, warrior two. Inner fires warming from the inside out. Lengthen the spine. Good. Inhale back to center. Pivot that right foot back to parallel. Bring the hands to the heart. Taking the strength of the outer and connecting it. Spiraling it, weaving it deeper in to the center. Everything in our being moves in spiralic energy, moving through from one system to another in spirals. You see that blueprint in nature all the time. A friend of mine calls it the blueprint of God, the divine, whatever you call that. The spiral is the blueprint. Pivot out on the left foot. Inhale. Readjust, re-angle the back foot. Prepping yourself for warrior one, goddess warrior, triangle, reverse triangle, and warrior two. Coming into this flow. When you're ready, coming up with the arms, bend the front knee, anchor into that back leg. Your arms and hands can be parallel. You can also clasp them, whatever works for you. However you do that, pull the shoulder blades down a little bit and lift the heart just in front of the hips a little bit as you stretch strongly into that back leg, looking up about 45 degrees or so. One more breath if you're still with me. Good. Inhale, coming up. Three goddess warrior. Exhale, bend the elbows. Bend into that knee, strongly root into that back leg. Brighten your heart. Give it some fierce light. In breath coming up. Exhale. Inhale. Last time. Good. Open and transition. Stay with it. Through to triangle. Don't lose your intention, your attention. Transitions are often where and how we begin to really dig deeper into our practice, because it's where we often tend to check out. As we move from one breath to the next, one movement to the next, all is connected. There's no separation. Use your blocks as needed. Palm turned forward. Good. Open the inside of the shoulder. Pull the belly and the rib cage open and up. And then rotate the shoulder. Bend the elbow. Bind, bind, bind. Press all the way around. Bend the front knee. Extended side angle pose in. A bind. Pull the shoulder. Roll the belly up. Look back if you'd like, over your shoulder. Ujjayi breath. Good. Pull that up. Begin to make your way into reverse warrior. Again, staying present through the transitions. Inhale through into warrior two. Strong, clear gaze. One more breath. Good. Inhale. Pivot that left foot to parallel, draw the energy to heart, to belly. Gently landing and then push off till your feet come a little more underneath you. Roll through the shoulders, soften the knees, make sure your whole energy system is not locked. Smooth out the breath. Feel the spirals of energy moving, flowing through bones, meridians, energy streams, nourishing, connecting each of us to our own divine light. Breaking down walls of separation. We are stars wrapped in skin. Divine light is always within. Gently open your eyes. Release your hands. Find your point of focus. Feel into the bottoms of your feet. Shift to the side you want to start on right now. We're going to pull up the opposite leg. Pull the heads of the shoulders back and lean back just a little bit. Your gaze clear. Bring it up even a little higher and then release it and let it down. Open up. You can even check into the front of the groin and just wherever that compression was. Opposite side. Find your point of focus. Unlock the knee and the ankle. Gently pull up. Pull the muscles of the legs into the bones. Squeeze your sit bones. Relax the toes, ankles. Relax the jaw. And gently release. Okay, stay with it. Check in through the front of the hips. Feel the gift of two legs, the gift of being in this body. Back to the first side. Do the opposite. Bend the knee back. Bring the heel so it's right back towards your hip. Pull again the heads of the shoulders back a little bit. Lift the sternum and the heart. Pull the knees towards each other. Stretch the front of your thigh. Give it some nice open space. Bend your elbows back. And release, shake it out. Anchor into that foot. Find your point of focus. Breathe into it. I sometimes pick the smallest point I can. Really makes me, invites me into a deeper drishti. It's that one-pointed focus and concentration. Standing your ground. Pull the heads of the shoulders back. Bend the elbows. Pull the heel right in towards the hips. And release. Rock a little from side to side. Bend the knees. Check in. We're going to go into dancer. Wall can always be your friend. If you need any support, make sure that you take care of yourself. It is always the most important thing. All right. We'll go back to the first side. Anchor, find your point of focus. Bend the knee back and grab onto the foot or the ankle. Set your intention, your visualization. Extend the opposite arm forward. We just start one breath, one step at a time. If you want to take that deeper, you might pull the heel away from the hip that pulls the arm and the shoulder back. Good. You can stay upright with the arm and pull that back. You are welcome to lean forward a little bit. Lots of different ways to be with this. Good. One more breath. And then gently come down. 2 feet, roll through spine, knees. Good. Shift your weight, shift your intention, shift your focus to that other leg. Root it. Create a wide expanse of roots underneath the bottom of your foot. Lift up the foot, grab your ankle, pull the shoulder back, extend the other arm forward. And then listening, gently diving in. Good. Gently coming down. Feeling into 2 feet. Again, rock back and forth. Loving yourself through the times when you lose your balance, you lose center, we lose focus. It's like, what is the voice in that moment? And if that voice is any less than I love you, you're doing great, another learning curve, and maybe begin to shift it to something that's more aligned with that, rather than anything negative for what we haven't done. Good. All right. Inhale. Long ways on your mat. As you exhale, come into your forward fold. Bring your hands down so they're underneath your shoulders. You lean forward, but you're going to step back. You're going to come into plank position. Pull the sides of the body into the midline. Don't let the head drop. Good. Pull the hips back a little bit and then take that right knee, bring it forward into your pigeon. Pull that left leg back. Place a folded blanket or any support you need underneath that right hip. Started working on this last week about strengthening the core and the foundation so that over time, we're going to use our arms a little less. So one of the ways we can do that, is bringing our intentional weaving deeper into the hip. We can also get a block and just place the hands here and gently pull the torso up a little bit. Pull the heart space back. Really engage that back leg. And you might just try lifting one hand and then the other. Some of you might try bringing your arms around behind you. Squeeze your sit bones. Good. And then release that. Slowly come forward. Resting into the elbows and forearms. Take a moment here to breathe into the back body. One more breath. Good. Walk the spine up. Inhale. Pull the heads of the shoulders back. Lift the heart. Good. You're going to take that left leg and we're going to come all the way into scissor. So you're going to swing it around and it's going to come on top. And the foot's going to come all the way over. I'm going to pivot so I'm facing the camera here. All the way across and over. A folded blanket underneath your hips might come in super helpful for many of you right now. Rock back and forth till you find your sit bones. I lean forward a little bit and just find a little more space, and it helps the muscles just be a little more, with a little more breathing room. We're going to come into cow face pose. The bottom leg, my right leg, sweep that under, sweep that over. Palms come together, thumbs are about the level of the third eye. Smooth out the breath, spiraling deeper into inner awareness, your intention, your focus. Gently release, arms open wide, lift the heart. Open the energy of the throat. Palms together, you bow. Good. Come back so I'm in the same position that you were. You're going to take that top leg, swing it around behind you so you unfold it. Transition just briefly through down dogs. You open up, just walk an imaginary set of stairs for 1 or 2 beats. Feel 2 sides of your body and bring left knee forward. Settle that right leg behind you. Bring whatever props, support you need underneath that left hip. Walk the heart back. Engage your sit bones. Pull in and up on the pelvic floor. Begin to feel into the low belly. Practice releasing one hand, then the other. You can even bring your hands around behind you. Pull the shoulders, fold them, their wings over the back of the heart. Lift open the throat. Release the energy of the voice. And release the hands slowly, mindfully. Inner focus, inner point of awareness as you surrender. Surrendering the upper body to the lower body, the light into the dark into the light, the masculine, the feminine, the above, the below. One folds and unfolds into the other. One more breath. Good. On an inhale, coming up, walk the spine up, settle into the foundation. Lift the crown of the head as your pelvic floor roots down. Lean out to the left and swing that right leg around into your scissor. Walk back and forth. Take a breath or two to feel into the depth. You can even come forward a little bit, lift and settle back. All right, bottom leg is under that same arm. For me, it's the left. Coming under, wrap till your palms come towards each other. Thumbs come about the level of your third eye. Opening that space in the back of the heart, letting the back body expand, get nice and bright. One more breath. And gently release. Unwind that, open your arms. Lift the throat. Exhale, Anjali Mudra. Release. Lean back a little bit. Unfold both legs this time. Rock back and forth till you find your sit bones. Give them equal intention. Forward fold, root down, lift up. Exhale, coming into an equal dance. Lengthen the sides of your body equally. Notice the moment they get a little wonky and want to go to one side or the other, stop. Bring your hands down, anchor, feel into that. And take a couple of breaths of rising and releasing to come deeper and find your place of connection with this classic forward fold. The ultimate energy of releasing the heart into the earth. Deep surrender to the unknown and the light within.
One more breath. Slowly roll the spine up, inhaling. All the way to the crown of the head, 90-degree staff position. Let your hands rest lightly on the floor or your thighs. Lengthen the spine, let the jaw gently pull in a bit at the back of the head. Energetically connect into the same vertical intention as the back of the heart. Spine long and strong, core connected, heart bright. And soften all the way down. And as you do that, grab for our final sequence, whatever you need, bolsters, blankets, blocks, sure that that's near you. Once you're down, circle your knees for a moment, shake out your legs, give them a little pat if they need that. Constructive rest for a moment. So feet, knees are bent, feet wide, wide, wide. Knees roll together. Slide the shoulder blades down. Your hands are gently resting in a kind of a heart shape on the low belly. See if you can begin to relax your inner thighs a little bit. Ujjayi breath, stay with it. Good. Walk your feet back towards each other. Bend the knees up towards the chest. Wrap your left hand, coming into just a simple twist. Left hand around both knees, drop your knees to the left, opening up the right arm and shoulder. Turn your head to the right. Look over the palm of your hand. Let that right shoulder blade anchor into the floor. On your inhale, see if you can create even more space between the inside of that right hip and right armpit. Mobile belly, pull the belly around, brighten that right rib cage. Feel the inner spirals moving through. One more, inhale and exhale. Good. Bring your knees up. Rock back and forth a little bit. Good. Wrap the right arm around both of your knees. Tuck under that right hip a little bit and drop both knees to the right. Open that left arm, turn your head left. on your inhale, create even more space. From the inside out, between the inside of that left hip and left shoulder. One more breath. Good. Bring your head back, slowly help the knees up. Circle. Bring the spine back to neutral and circle your knees around a little bit. And then slide your hands down your shins. We'll start in bridge position. Arms tucked right in along the rib cage, palms down, feet parallel, just to the outside of your sit bones. Find that center line of energy underneath the bottom of your feet and root down the big toe, all the pads to the baby toe, inside, outside of your foot. Call those the four corners of the foot. Big toe, knuckle, baby toe, knuckle, inside and outside of your heel. Lengthen the tailbone, the low back, and let it pull up towards the back of your knees, making your way up into your bridge. I like to roll back and forth, so I really wrap my wings underneath me and bring my arms, the backs of my arms underneath, lift the back of the heart. The front of the belly unfolds and opens. Relax the inside of the mouth and the jaw a little bit. Chin is lightly tucked into that little hollow in your collarbone. Gently having a little bit of connection into the thyroid and thymus gland. Regulates the body's metabolism. Good. Release the arms, slowly lower the spine one vertebra at a time, coming down, 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 down. Tailbone last. Roll the knees a little from side to side. Maybe roll the head. And one more time. Coming up, setting again your intention so there is as much ease and focus and direction of energy as possible. Bring your intention into this pose, into every pose. Try not to let the knees roll out. Good. One more breath. And then for those of you who go in to plow from here, go ahead. The rest of you, you can either slide a bolster or block underneath and support your plow, or roll the spine down and put a blanket underneath your back and your shoulders. Bring your knees up, legs overhead, and rock back and forth till you come towards the back and top of the shoulders. Support your low back. Supporting the back, gradually come up into your shoulder stand. Relax the calves, the ankles, roll through the feet. Soften the energy stream of the legs. Just let the energy flow. Feel into your core. That's what's helping you stay upright as well as your arms. Relax the inside of the mouth. And slowly come back over to plow. And widen, open the back of the shoulders, soften the knees into the chest. Slowly roll the spine down. Gradually make your way all the way down. Rock the legs a little bit from side to side. Take a moment to feel the spaciousness of your back body. Maybe rock the space behind your heart. Relax the inside of the mouth. Visualizing our final pose of fish position. If you want to support that by folding a blanket or putting a block or a soft block or a bolster underneath the spine and upper back, you are welcome to. If you're coming into classic fish, come up onto the elbows and lift up your hips a little bit and pull the sit bone and your tailbone underneath you. Begin to lift and arch up from your roots, the belly button, the low back. And then slowly begin to open the throat, lean your head back, widen the elbows until the crown of the head comes back towards the floor. Adjust as you need to.
Elbows can stay as support beside your body, or you can release and soften those. Keep rooting into your base. Strengthen the muscles along the spine. Engage the transverse abdominis, those deep lower belly muscles through the front. They're all interwoven. Lift through the back of the heart. And give that one more breath. Slowly begin to unfold this. Root the elbows. Careful as you slide out the neck and upper back. Gradually making your way all the way down into Shavasana. If you need to make any last movements, adjustments before you come into that. Make your cocoon if you want to bolster underneath your knees. If you want a blanket over you or a rolled blanket underneath your neck. Rock the legs a little back and forth, make them spacious, about 1.5 feet, 2 feet apart. And let them and tense up and then become still. Check through the arms. Make a fist squeeze. And let the arms go. The whole central body. Tense the belly. Pull the sides of the body into the midline. Squeeze around the heart and the shoulders. And let it go. Clench your face. And release. And slowly begin to find a new, softer, and deeper rhythm to your breath. A little more spacious. Feel the back body. Let the bones get heavy. Being very deliberate in how your skin, your bones meet gravity. Hmm. Each breath draws in golden light that infuses into every cell and the spaces between the cells. Your exhales get a little bit longer as you fold into the inner layers of awareness and consciousness and clarity within. Hmm. Hmm. Inhale and exhale. Hmm. Deepening your breath into your fingers, your toes, deep into yourself. Slowly begin to wake up your body. Good. Stretching from the inside out. Bending your knees, roll to your side. Take a breath or two there, and then slowly begin to roll the spine out. Root down, lengthen up. Sit on something that gets your hips a little higher. Take notice here of what's in your awareness right now. Check in on your breath. I'll bring our time to a close with 3 Ohms. Namaste.